example.
Me too.
They actually go out there to appoint people to the Supreme Court based on your line of thinking, on your politics, and on your orientation. In that country, it is not shrouded in any secrecy, and it's not in doubt that this particular judge who has been voting this way, has sat on these matters. He is actually has a propensity towards the Republican approach to doing things or the Democratic way of doing things, and is a Democrat. So this is what will happen if so and so a person is appointed to the Supreme Court. They debate it, they argue it. It's almost like an intellectual exercise. And in recent times, we've had a long locus classicus, Roe versus Wade, which has recently been overturned. And at the time when the last appointment was being made under President Donald Trump, they knew that this was eventually going to be the outcome. Maybe that is what we should be discussing. And then we stop pretending that we are not having the New Patriotic Party, for example, literally parking the course with its own aficionados. I think that is what we should be looking at. So maybe we should arrive at a place where you come into office, you appoint persons who are like-minded, social democrats. And then you know that eventually when such a case goes to this court, for example, especially the Supreme Court, this is how it will be held, etc., etc. I mean, let's take, for example, these matters to do with citizenship and to do with allegiance and all of that. These are very thorny issues that ought to be dealt with in a certain way, with fairness in mind, with justice in mind, with equity in mind. These are the preambles on which our 1992 Constitution is actually built. Are these the sorts of outcomes we are getting? And it's not just in these matters. There are many other similar matters. So I think this is the fact, and it is something we ought to speak about. I gave you a great example of what is happening at the League State Committee hearings. Are you not surprised to hear the Commissioner of Police speak in this very partisan tone? So imagine that one of us happens to fall foul of the law, and this is the person who should be handling the matter. How do you think he's going to be handling it? But yes, there are some people who are very partisan, but also extremely objective and professional. You and I know that. And that is what we hope to achieve. And I think this is what we should take very, very seriously.
I think I